Hello, everyone. Welcome to our Thursday night live stream.
I'm Rachel.
And I'm Joe.
And we're Two Crazy Ketos.
And if you're new to our channel, welcome. Here on Two Crazy Ketos, we do different things like recipe videos and we do product reviews. We talk about various keto topics, and then every Monday, we sit down on the couch for Keto on the Couch. We just kind of talk about what's going on in our lives for the week.
You can find us in different social media platforms like Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter.
And we have a website, which is twocrazyketos.com, and that's where you're going to find all of our different recipes. Now, we do upload at least 5 new videos every single week, so make sure you subscribe to our channel.
And don't forget to hit the little bell icon, and that way, every single time we upload a new video, you'll be alerted to it.
My mustache hair is bothering me.
And you gotta pee.
I gotta pee.
I gotta pee.
I gotta pee.
We got that yesterday at the Bubba Gump Shrimp Company.
Everything was 25% off.
What a deal.
I could go broke in that store because I like every single saying from the Bubba Gump movie.
Well, Forrest Gump, you mean?
I know that, but
yeah.
I just love, we don't eat at the restaurant, but I love the sayings.
Yeah.
And yeah, could not resist this.
I got a hat that says pretty is pretty does. My mom said that like growing up about 1,000,000 times. Yeah. Pretty is pretty does.
Yep. Let's say hello to everybody. Yeah, so I was actually setting up before and I hit the go live button. So I know it went on for like a minute and then I had to turn it off. And so yeah, everybody had to find their way over to this stream. So
thanks,
sorry
guys.
about that. Becky said fresh stream.
Yay.
Shout out to first timers joining us tonight. Thank you, Becky. Shell is here.
Hey, Shell.
I hope so. Last one was so short.
Yeah.
Steph was here figuring out macros for tomorrow. Came back to the Twilight Zone. Shauna is here. Nana's here. Annie is here.
Hello,
April is here.
everybody.
Gail is here. And we're back. Lots all the great conversation before. I'm going to let you say hello to everybody because I forgot something. So you can just go through and say hello.
Jen is here. Steph's here. I was doing my macro. Oh, yeah. Came back. Sorry about that. Line Girl says, good evening, you lovely people. Heath says, hey, yo. Gail says hello. Chad says greetings. Robin says hi, everyone. Steph says, have you and Shelly ever been to that indoor golf thingy? What indoor golf thingy are you guys talking about? Becky says, I'm going to guess that Heath is a WWE fan. Shell says, I didn't miss much, was watching the Chow Club unboxing. Yes, we just released a video on the Chow Club. I'm so excited about that box, really excited. Don't forget to go watch that video and enter to win a box of your very own. Super exciting. Miriam is here, says, hey guys, happy Thursday. Gail says, we made it back from the boo-boo. Shauna says, hi to Heath. Becky says, it's the Bears. Hey, Miriam. Joanne says, hello. Gail saying hi to Miriam. He says, no, the only golf I've ever played is Sega. Oh my goodness, I remember playing golf on Sega, Heath. Chris says hi to everybody. Steph says, well, there is one in your area that might be awesome to go to too. So we went to, there was a indoor golf thing that we went to. What was the name of that? Top Golf.
That's not indoors though.
It's, well, I mean, you're indoors and then you're hitting it
outdoors,
like
sort of.
Yeah, it's high up. If you're afraid of heights, I don't know.
Yeah,
it was a little scary. Matreya says, evening all. Becky says, doing good, tired, how are you guys? Steph says, pray y'all never get out of the chow business. I'm loving it and been making a lot of the savory recipes. Yeah, we have really been enjoying this month of January has been Keto Chow month for us.
It's been Keto Chow month, and pretty much every single day we're having our Keto Chow custard, which there's a link for that on our website. And basically what it is, it's a scoop of Keto Chow. I use 3 or 4 eggs, depending on how many eggs I want in that meal. And then I use 8 ounces of almond milk, 8 ounces of water, bake it in the oven. We do it for 40 minutes because we do it like 1 loaf pan, and that's our meal. But you got to put it in a water bath, otherwise, like the eggs curdle. So
yeah, well,
yeah, delicious.
So we've been enjoying that for January, but I just got a gift from a young lady at church, Barb, who's in our Facebook family group.
Turn up the microphone.
And she's got something that we will be able to maybe eat in February. Her and her husband.
I don't want to eat that.
Her and Russ wanted to contribute to a possible future Keto Chow Fear Factor. And you want to see what's going to be on the menu?
No, not really.
It is baby eels. Thanks, Barb. Thanks, Russ. Baby eels.
Chris, let
coming
me
in
know.
February.
Let me know if that's loud enough there. He said I just hit another non-scale victory. Went down from a size 50. Oops, it jumped.
It jumped because I want to see what's the victory. Doop 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 doop.
I lost it. I gotta find it. How far down did it jump?
You must have been way up.
No, we were almost
Rhonda's
at the
here.
end.
Hi, Rhonda.
Turn on the microphone. Okay, so he said size 50 to a 46.
Wow.
That is so awesome.
Heath, that is awesome. Oh, Robin loves my hair. Thank you. I was channeling my inner Napoleon Dynamite today.
Yeah.
Yeah. We've been watching a lot of retro movies.
Yep. Fanny said just watch the Chow Club box. So let's talk about that real quick. So yeah, we got our Chow Club. We're going to put one of those videos up every single month as soon as we get our box. So if you are getting the Chow Club and you don't want to know whatever the secret is in there,
don't look.
Don't watch the video.
Don't watch it.
Because I am going to spoil surprise. I'm not going to wait until everybody gets it. Because I'm kind of want to see what it is too. So, but we are giving away our box, our personal box. So if you don't mind the fact that we touched everything that's in there.
I promise I did not lick anything.
We are going to give this box away.
No
and
cuties.
The drawing is next week, so make sure you subscribe to the channel so you can see when we go live, and that's when we're going to give it away. But you got to go hit the like button on the other video and leave a comment. This is worth $100. Actually, it's worth $120, but if you want to buy it, it's $100.
But here's the thing, Joe. I don't want to wait to give something away until next Thursday. Is there any possible way that we could give something away tonight?
No.
No way?
No, I got more comments to look at. Karen said, hey y'all, Tina said finally caught a live.
Yay, I'm glad you're here.
Okay, Denise, hey Joe and Rachel, a video, can you do a video or explain how to add egg to coffee?
Yes.
I could do a video or put it in a vlog, but there's a lot of different egg recipes for coffee. Some of them call for sugar. Here's how I do it. I put my coffee into my Vitamix. You've got to use a blender.
Yeah.
Okay, if you just drop it in there, you're going to basically get egg drop soup. Okay. So you got to put it in a blender, and the other reason you need to use a blender is you want to emulsify the egg, which you are not going to be able to do with a spoon or even really one of those little frother things. It won't work. Right. You need that high speed to emulsify the egg. So I put it in the blender. I turn it on. Yes, Gail, I actually put the lid on for this one.
Aren't you proud of him, Gail?
And then I crack an egg and I drop it in there while it's spinning, and the yolk will emulsify, and it's gonna look just like that if I can not spill it, because that's got an egg in there. So it looks like cream, and it really tastes like, it's very, very creamy when you do it from that egg yolk. So, and again, we talked about that. So you get less protein when you have an uncooked egg, but you get more vitamins and stuff out of the egg yolk. Plus, it's a great way to up your protein.
So Gail, we love you so much that every single time I hear the blender go on, I say, do you do what Miss Gail says to do and put the lid on? And so he'll look and be like, yes or no.
No. Claire said, hey everyone, I missed everyone. I've not been here for the past few weeks.
I'm glad you're here, Claire.
Bea Fulton is here from New Brunswick, Canada.
Ooh, welcome.
Christopher is hanging out in the Steak and Shake drive-thru. I need some dinner.
Nice.
Okay, Rhonda said, I didn't watch the 2KK unveiling. They did it before everyone received their. Just opened mine and I love it. I have never tried the big bag flavor.
Wow. Well, I think you're gonna love it.
A little warning on the big bag. If you saw our video the other day, did we release that video? Yes, I don't remember. I don't measure. Okay, like Chris. I'm not gonna use the word that some people would use. I'm gonna say the meticulous person.
That's very good.
Okay, is gonna weigh everything. Like if it's supposed to be 49 grams, he is going to weigh 49 grams. Grab a scoop and scoop it in.
Well,
So
if
sometimes
you're
it's 40 grams.
Can be very important.
And sometimes it's 54 grams. I know that, but I'm trying to explain that one scoop is about equal to one of the individual packets.
Yeah.
Okay? If you want to be precise and have exactly what's in that individual packet, you have to weigh it out. I'm just not doing that. I'm too lazy. Is that a good word for it?
That's a nice word for it.
He said, I'm going to have to post the original Hey Yo clip in the 2KKB group, or you can search for Razor Ramon Hey Yo on YouTube.
Hey Yo.
Let's It jumped again. Let's see. He said, we are halfway paying attention while also planning tomorrow night's Friday night feast, chat and chew.
Nice.
Speaking of which, I put it for our Patreon members, I put a thing in the Patreon. We're going to do a live, and I know we've been kind of a little like not around for patrons as much as we want to. We're working on some really cool things. We're going to talk about it on Sunday. So Sunday we're going to do a live at 5:30 only for our Patreons. Here's the question. Please do me a favor and respond back in the email or in the little message thing and let us know. Would you prefer it to be a Zoom call, or would you prefer it to be just a live where we can chat and Rachel's got some cool games and stuff like that? Because somebody actually already messaged saying they don't have Zoom. Zoom is free. You don't have to use your work Zoom or something.
No.
We'll pay for like one where we can have a longer Zoom and have a group of people. But let us know if you'd prefer it to be Zoom, or would you prefer us to do a live and just do a chat kind of thing. So let us know. And again, it's going to be 5:30 Eastern time on Sunday.
Yeah, I'm excited.
We're trying to do it then so that we don't interfere with other people like Dr. Barry and stuff who do their lives and stuff.
Constance is here.
Let's see. Shauna said,
Hi, Lisa.
Hey, Joe and Rachel.
Hey,
Chris put
Shauna.
the Patreon thing there. Thank you very much, Chris. Pat
Thanks.
said, I wanted to let everyone know that it doesn't have to be vitamin. Many use a bullet or immersion blender as fine. Yes, I consider all of it. When I say a blender, all blenders. We just use a Vitamix, but it's just a super high-speed
bullet,
blender.
yeah. Something
and
that can...
immersion blenders. Just
do it
something that
fast.
anything. If you can make mayonnaise with it, you can do this.
That's a good rule of thumb, because sometimes some of the little coffee blenders don't go fast enough.
Mm-hmm.
You know, like the little ones. We've had some that are just like zzz, not hard enough.
Keto Dana wants to know, can you do it in an iced coffee? Absolutely. And I do it in Keto Chow. So you can absolutely do it. I would still use a blender because that, again, is going to emulsify your egg. Christopher said, although my video today was my kids using Keto Chow to make biscuits and sausage.
Nice.
Charity's Bizarre said, I'm not necessarily lazy. I'm just less meticulous.
There
I like
you
that.
go.
I'm less meticulous.
That's really good. Denise says, didn't see the unboxing, so what do I have to do to get
in
the
that
giveaway?
video, we are giving away, okay, I'll show you this. I'm not going to go through everything in there because you can go watch the video, but basically,
Lots
there's a
of
big
good
bag of
stuff.
Keto Chow, a bunch of little bags, a bunch of recipe cards.
recipes.
And I'll tell you this much, this month's box, because every month there's a secret surprise, this month's box is a couple of packets of a brand new, unannounced, unreleased flavor, and I don't even know when they're releasing it. So it could be a couple, 2-3 weeks, could be a month. I haven't known.
So you could be the first to
Chris,
get it
Chris didn't tell me.
if you win the giveaway.
Okay, I did get another piece of mail today. I
Here we
actually
go.
got 2 of these.
We don't have to wait.
I
To give something away.
specifically went, I didn't say anything about giving away. I specifically went online last night when I found out about these, and I ordered this. So this is a new product from Keto Chow, and then we had it express mailed to us so we can show it. So Keto Chow has like a mug cake bundle.
I'm so stinking excited about this.
So you get this.
How cute is this mug?
And I actually bought 3 of these boxes because Rachel's gonna steal the mug. And
I am
want
absolutely
the mug.
taking the mug.
I like this mug because it's like twice as thick as most of the other
Yeah,
mugs.
look at
it's
that.
like super thick. It says, have your cake and keto.
Hmm.
Then inside of here, there are 4 recipe cards. So there's 4 different ways to do this. You can get a chocolate, what is it? You can get strawberry shortcake, where you can make a bunch of strawberry shortcakes. You can make a cookies and cream mug. You can make a devil's food cake, or you can make a birthday cake. Or you can get the box that gives you all 4 of them, and then 4 different flavors. So
you can
cookies
make
and
'em.
cream, chocolate, vanilla, and strawberry.
Plus the mug.
Plus the mug. It's $30. I have a special link down below. If you use that link, that will get you 10% off of the mug bundle. This is limited edition. Now, each one of these, Miriam, remind me, does it make 2 mug cakes or 3 mug cakes? I know it makes more than 1. And these recipes, by the way, are not available on their website. Like, you have to get this
Which is
to
kinda
get the
cool.
recipe. So don't throw these out when you get them.
Yeah.
So, yeah. But I bought 3 of them.
We don't need 3.
So I need 2. So I'm going to give one away.
Yay!
Today. So what we're going to give away is not this one. I have another bundle that I didn't open at all.
Yeah.
So you're not getting our hands all over your mugs and stuff. So we're going to give it away. Leave a comment, not in the chat. You have to go to the comment section of the live, or when you go to the replay, when the replay goes up later. And we're going to draw. This is a quick drawing, okay? I was going to do it tonight, but some people can't do the live, and I want to give everybody a chance. So you're going to leave a comment, and we're going to draw the winner during this weekend's Keto on the Couch, which we film by noon on Sunday. So if you don't put a comment on Saturday. So if you don't put a comment by then, like, you won't be in the drawing. So you only have till like about noon on Sunday to enter into the drawing. Saturday. And you will get entered in, and you have to live in the United States. Hit the like button down on this video, which you should be hitting the like button anyway. Subscribe to the channel. And we're going to give that away. So link down below for that. There's also still the Keto Chow sale going on. And they upped it. It's now 50% off of...
They upped it.
Well, it was 40%. Now it's 50% off of the savory bundles. 30% off of all the individual flavors.
Anyone?
And then something else went on sale. Chocolate mint went on sale. So, yeah. And then if you use the link below, that'll take you to all the sales. And then if you buy something that's not on sale, you still get 10% off. So, bunch of different links. Make sure you hit the right one.
It's just nailing it.
They're killing it. They're killing it. So, put that off to the side. That's my mug. Please don't take my mug.
I'll put it right over here, right next to your baby eels.
Okay. Did we hit everything? I think we hit everything.
So we love Keto Chow. I wanted to say thank you to Becky, who showed me something that popped up in Publix today that I'm sure as soon as everybody sees it will become something that everybody's talking about.
Okay, so hold on. Darcy said, is the Keto Chow storefront open on Saturday? I don't know. We're going to let Chris and Miriam answer that.
Storefront's not open on Saturday or Sunday. It's a Monday through Friday, 8 to 5.
And then Amy wants to know, the dog is shaking on television.
I know.
Amy wants to know, did you help develop the Keto Chow mug cake? Nope. Those mug cakes are all designed by Chef Taffney. I cannot wait to try them.
She's amazing.
We just can't eat right now because all of her stuff is really good. And again, you don't have to buy the mug.
No.
You know, or that you can use whatever Keto Chow you have, but right now those recipes are not available on the website.
Right.
So the only way you're going to get the recipes is that way. I know they'll eventually release them, but the mug is really cool.
Yeah,
so,
it is. Well, and it's just so thick. I love that.
I like that. Okay.
But what we were talking about was...
We're going to pause it there.
Becky had sent us a picture. She was in Publix, and she came across this. So, I don't know. I sent you the picture. I don't know if you're able to pull it up.
So, before I put this up, we have talked about, like, I don't know if anybody saw, I'm sure people saw, it's actually been doing really well. People like this video. Like 10 things that we don't really buy a lot of on keto anymore. We put that up yesterday, right?
Right.
And one of them, like one of the first items, was almond flour. And the reason we don't do a lot of almond flour anymore is high in calories because it's ground up almonds.
Yeah, I mean,
that's what it is. And you think about, like,
delicious.
You look at, okay, even if you're doing net carbs, like 6 total carbs, 4 fiber, 2 net carbs, but that's for a quarter of a cup. A quarter of a cup. Like, most things you're going to use a cup or more. Like if you get into those, what were those those French fries, those imitation French fries that everyone's making?
I'm sure they're awesome.
But you're eating a lot of almond flour if you're eating a whole serving of that. So Becky was at Publix and found this.
It's a grain-free almond flour pasta that just came out. Now, first of all, it's $10 a box, which I was like, wow. But then I realized that it is also, what is it? 31 total carbohydrates per serving.
So I don't have it on there, but let me pull up. I'm going to pull up, like, what was the ingredients that's making it 31 total carbs?
Well, it didn't look like it had anything bad.
Oh, yes, it does. It's got tapioca flour.
Oh, okay. I didn't see that.
It's got tapioca flour.
I saw cage-free eggs.
Tapioca flour, like, is high in carb. Not as bad as white flour, but it's high in carbs.
Yeah. So.
But what's going to happen is people are going to see almond flour pasta and they're going to buy it. So you have to read your ingredients.
Watch out for that, because I mean, even net carbs, I don't think.
Well, it's because again, it's got tapioca flour in there. So 31 total carbs, plus it's 290 calories for a 3-ounce serving.
Which, I mean, seriously, 3 ounces?
3 ounces. Like,
yeah.
It's about this much.
I mean, it just blew my mind, and I thought we better just warn people, because I'm sure it's going to be something that's like discussed soon, because it's like it's another pasta alternative.
Okay, so Stephanie said I keep clicking on the Keto Chow video, but for some reason it's taking me to a Christmas video. You are on the right video.
You're on the right video.
If you pay attention to that, you'll see why. Just watch through the promo. You got about 10 seconds to start it off.
Yeah.
Let's see. Oh, Pat said thank you for allowing people to enter if they watch the replay. Yeah, we really try to do that. If we have something small to give away, we'll do it during the live, but I know not everybody can hit a live stream, and I can't hit all the live streams. I mean, I watch all of Chris and Miriam's, and I watch all of Autumn's later on, but sometimes I'm working and I just can't get into a live.
Yeah.
So, Confident Mom, Fit Mom said, I'm excited for my first Keto Chow order. It shipped yesterday, and I'm trying to be patient. By the way, my name is Jen.
Hey, Jen.
Okay, and Chris said the recipes will eventually be posted on the website.
Eventually.
Okay, so there you go. Miriam said the single meals of mug cake will make 3 mug cakes for a packet, so 12 if you make everything that's in your box.
Wow, that's awesome.
So that's pretty good. And then again, in the future, if you have, like, for example, cookies and cream, like a big bag, like we do, I think we're almost out. We found out if you like Keto Chow, because again, that's all we're eating right now.
Right.
Cookies and cream Keto Chow with 1 tablespoon of a peanut flour. Now I'm using actually a higher fat peanut flour. I'm using the stuff that Chris and Miriam use to make chocolate peanut butter. So you might want to use like 1.5 to 2 tablespoons if you're using like a peanut flour you buy in a store or PB Fit.
Right. Makes
the best peanut butter ice cream. It's not chocolate peanut butter, because with the cookies and cream it's kind of vanilla-y. And like seriously, like you feel like you're eating straight peanut butter.
You
right?
do.
And then we made it yesterday as a custard, and it is so
good. It was good. It was a happy accident. Don't you love it when you come across something that's like
today we made it with mocha. We put the peanut butter in mocha.
It was delicious.
Okay. Confident Fit Mom said your staff is awesome, to Chris and Miriam. Gail went to Costco today, picked up cauliflower bites for the first time. They're so delicious. They're going to discontinue them, so I'm going to get some more before they are gone. Are those the ones in the blue bag, Gail? The ones in like those, do you know what I'm talking about?
I do, because those are like your favorite things.
I can't find them anymore. We bought like 3 bags. I ate an entire bag in a day. Like they're very dangerous for me, but I wish I could get my hands on like more. Like I'm willing to pay somebody to go buy me like 5 bags and ship them to me, because they are delicious, like really good.
So Steph's saying Jimmy was laughing at me because I was getting irritated and saying some bad things to YouTube because of that, thinking it's a Christmas video.
Christopher said, I didn't use most of the items in the video that they don't use anymore. I do use almond flour some, but not as much as I used to. Most of the other items I never use. Yeah, we use it once in a while, just not nearly like, we used to go through that big bag once a month, at least.
Yeah.
Becky said zoodles are a great alternative.
Yeah, they really are.
Steph said, gotta watch the keto products in stores. Just looking at the word keto and nutritional effect isn't enough. Gotta read the ingredients.
Yeah,
because a lot of times they're adding cane sugar and stuff like that.
All kinds of stuff.
Chris said, I like my eggs in cages. The chickens can run around free, but I want them eggs caged.
So I was thinking about how we're moving into February, and we're so excited to like eat food. Like I can't even tell you. Like I'm so excited, aren't you? And I'm so thankful for keto and how you're going into year 4.
Yep.
I mean, that is amazing. And still maintaining like good health. We went again to Universal yesterday.
Fasted,
and we felt great. And also, it was one more time that we did not have to spend $55 for you to get a motorized scooter to go around the park. And I feel like that is so awesome. But I thought it would be funny to look at some of the fad diets of years past. And let me tell you, some of the celebrity endorsed, like exercise equipment and fad diets are kind of like, oh my gracious.
Yes.
So I wrote down some of them to share. And if you can remember, what is the weirdest piece of exercise equipment or fad diet that you can think of that you remember a celebrity endorsing? All right. So like
Well, don't go through them all. Let's give some people a chance to.
Well, here's the thing. Did you know that Sylvester Stallone has his own protein pudding?
I did not know that.
Sylvester Stallone has his own protein pudding. And
Okay, wait a second. Before you move on, have anybody seen, it's been popping up in my YouTube feed lately, the videos going back and forth between Sylvester Stallone and Arnold Schwarzenegger?
No.
Oh yeah, they are hysterical.
Like
I'll have to put a link.
joking with one another?
Yeah, so Sylvester, like Arnold Schwarzenegger went on to Jimmy Fallon or Jimmy Kimmel, I don't remember, one of them.
Trash talking?
Trash talking a little bit. And then Sylvester...
Is there another Expendables movie coming out?
So Sylvester Stallone kind of went back to him, like on YouTube, making a comment, something like, hey, I saw you on there, and like, here's the thing, like, you know, I'm a writer, I mean, you're not a very good writer, you can't write, like, and he's like, I'm gonna make a new, he was making fun of don't shoot the mom. What is it? No, not tell the babysitter's dad.
Yeah, no.
Don't stop, my mom will shoot.
Yeah.
Right? He was making fun of that movie.
I love that movie with Estelle Getty.
And so he was like, basically, Stallone says, I'm going to make a new movie, and it's like, stop or my mom's going to kick your ass. And he's like,
Did
writing.
Did you just say a bad word?
He's like, I'm going to write it. And it's gonna star like Arnold Schwarzenegger, just so I can like completely mess with you. Like they're going back and forth, and they're really, really funny.
Oh my
Like
goodness.
he's talking. There's a knife video where Schwarzenegger is making fun of Rambo's knife.
Oh my Lord!
It's really funny. Okay, go back to his protein powder.
So he had the protein powder. The Kardashians have actually recently endorsed a quick trim cleanse to just flush it all out. Just poop it all out.
That's easy. Just go do like 3 straight days of nothing but keto chow, and like you get bathroom pyrotechnics.
It'll clean you out, and then you can go back.
Then it goes back to normal. Like, by the way, like some of that is magnesium. If you're not used to having the normal amount of magnesium, and then all of a sudden you're getting the proper amount of magnesium,
it works really well.
It goes really well. But I mean, that's what magnesium will help you flush. But don't overdo magnesium, because you're gonna like lead to long-term problems where all of a sudden you have constipation if you're taking like 1,500 milligrams of magnesium a day because you want to poop. So please don't overdo magnesium.
Because some people can get a little bit nervous on keto that they're not going to the bathroom as much as they used to before they were in keto. But a lot of that has to do with the fact that you're not having a lot of like excess like waste that you don't need. Like even our dog is a keto dog, and she does not have to go to the bathroom, thank goodness, because she's a giant dog, but like she doesn't go to the bathroom as much as a regular dog probably does, because we're not giving her a bunch of fillers that her body can't do anything with.
She does 1 poop a day.
Yeah, so.
And she weighs 110 pounds.
That's a pro of keto for real.
Christopher said, I can send you 5 bags. Joe, I saw them here. I just left there. I didn't get any. Yeah, honestly, Christopher, if you can get me some, like, send me a thing, and I'll send you some money in PayPal. I would love to get some more of that before it disappears.
The cauliflower.
Because it is really,
it's really good.
Really good.
If you see it.
If you guys see it, I'm telling you, it's literally like, I don't know if it's dehydrated or baked, but it is so good, and there's no garbage added to it.
Speaking of baked,
okay,
Elizabeth Taylor and Rita Moreno actually endorsed the Hollywood diet bread, which was very popular in the 50s and 60s. It was made of things like sea kelp, and it was bread. So you just eat that, and then you lose weight. There you go. Lisa's 2-year ketoversary is coming up soon.
That's awesome.
Mention the little cakes and Anthony did the other day. Can eat all day long and only 0 net carbs.
Yes, that's Denise.
Smart cakes.
Smart cakes. We actually have a coupon down below and a link down below. And they're delicious.
They really are.
Smart cakes are probably the reason that we started putting a total carb cap, at least on net carbs, because I could eat 20 of them in a day. And it's funny because we were talking earlier today about like net carbs versus total carbs, and like even if you're a net carb person, especially if you're new, that's fine, but make sure you put like some kind of a cap so that you're not overdoing too many keto products. But I remember years ago, even Dr. Berg, when I first started, who was all into 20 net carbs, even he would say, don't eat more than 50 total carbs in a day.
Right.
And that was prior to all of the keto or fake keto products are out there, you know?
Yeah.
I'm going to talk about things like Keto Chow or keto bars or, what else? I'm trying to think of good products.
I just can see.
Just like all of the other stuff that you're buying in stores now where they're putting the label keto on it and it's junk.
Patty is mentioning the Thigh Master. So is Gail.
Yes.
From Suzanne Summers, remember, that's actually, even Caleb remembers that. And Caleb also mentioned, because we were talking about it before the live started, and he was saying, what's the one where you would shake it? You would shake that exercise equipment. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah, the shake weight.
Yes, that's it, the shake weight.
So I have to tell you, I recently got the Discovery Plus channel. Discovery came out with this thing, so we got like the trial, because Discovery has a lot of shows that I like.
They really do.
And we started watching the 1,000 Pound Sisters.
Yes.
And the entire time I'm watching, I'm like, can somebody please tell them about keto?
Yes, I
somebody
reach out to
please
them.
tell them about keto. But the opening episode, they're playing like with one of those shake weights.
Yeah.
I'm like, somebody please tell them about keto. Please, 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 somebody tell them about it.
Yeah.
Like, it's just like so sad because like they have such potential.
They do. Oh my goodness, they're amazing young ladies. And but I was just thinking, in along with the shake weight, when we recently went to the RV show, they had people standing on, and I had not seen this since the Carousel of Progress at Disney World. The thing where it wraps around you and is just shaking your body.
Yes.
And I was like, is that back? The thing that all it's doing is just shaking you and you're not having to move. And the lady that was demonstrating was like, see, you don't even have to do anything. You just stand there and this thing shakes, vibrates you, and that's how you lose weight. I was just like, really?
Steph said Rachel is a part of the body in the dictionary, so not a bad word.
Okay, thank you. I think about donkey in the Bible because I can remember, like, even when like a pastor or something will say it in a sermon, and I'm like, ah.
Chris said, I especially like the fake ad where Hugh drops out the bottle of gin.
Oh, okay, yeah. Ryan Reynolds and Hugh Jackman, yes, have been promoting their own like products. They've been doing some different. I think Ryan Reynolds has like an alcohol line,
right?
And oh my gosh, those have been really cute.
Sherry said, "Not pooping is not easy. No pooping is not easy. I've tried it all. Nothing gets past my gut." Yeah, Rachel is something. I mean, because I think it's something you're ingrained with.
Yeah,
right? I've gotta poop.
It was hard for my mom too. She was afraid to go on keto because of that.
But part of the problem is you're using more of the food you're eating, and the other thing is, especially carnivore. At the beginning, you may not be getting enough magnesium. Magnesium is hard to get from like just meat. Like you're gonna find the higher magnesium in foods that we're not usually gonna eat on keto, which is like why you're most likely gonna have to supplement magnesium. So like we like the magnesium drops or we use Calm. You know, but like I like the magnesium drops from Keto Chow because I don't have to drink a giant glass of water.
Yes.
I'm 50 years old and there's not a night that goes by where I don't get up because
I gotta pee. Steph just said, like, what is on your shirt? It says I gotta pee. Because accurate. All right, so here's another one in case you don't want to do keto anymore. Pro golfer Johnny Farrell actually... Hold on, let me open this guy up. Oop, Becky is texting me. Pro golfer Johnny Farrell represented Lucky Cigarettes. They had the cigarette diet. Instead of reaching for food, reach for a cigarette. That seems healthy, don't you think?
Yeah.
Can you imagine?
That is just super healthy.
Being an athlete and like posing for an advertisement that's, cigarettes.
Chris said sugar-free gummy bear selves being backed up for everyone every time. Yeah, and anything that has maltitol in it, right? I mean, just go buy some Russell Stovers, like sugar-free. Don't buy this. Please don't buy it because you're gonna like screw up your entire diet.
But we made this mistake.
Don't buy. You eat one of those, you better be within 5 minutes of a bathroom because it's going right through you.
The worst is like one time I brought it to work. and I like as my like lunch, and it was so bad.
Claire said, I am taking Dr. Westman's online class right now, and he said pooping less on keto is absolutely normal.
Yeah.
It is absolutely normal. It's a hard thing to get past, right? It
We're
really
used
is
to
a hard thing to get
going
past.
to the restroom a certain amount.
I'm used to having to poop 3-4 times a day. We got another video coming up soon of like things that we've noticed that have changed in us, and like, yeah, pooping is definitely one of them,
It's
right?
on the list for sure. Okay, so here you go. This boggles my mind, but I mean, especially when you realize what ultimately happened. But Elvis Presley actually used the Sleeping Beauty diet because it was you use sedatives and you sleep through the times that you would normally be eating. I mean, seriously, like this is our thinking. Just go to sleep. Wake up when the day is over.
Confident Fit Mom said, my husband and I just started keto on the 1st, so we are 28 days in.
Well,
Congratulations.
welcome.
Make
That's
sure you're putting your
awesome.
stories over in our Facebook family group. Like, even if you've only been doing it for 28 days, I know you've had some kind of success, some kind of progress, and you need to share that with everybody because you're going to inspire somebody.
You really will. Renee.
Steph said, that's why I do total carbs. Keeps me totally away from keto sweets.
Sherry says, I've tried it all, met, magnesium, nothing works. My dad is the same. We're just not good poopers. We're not good travel poopers, that's for sure.
Becky said, Smart Cakes are in Publix and Wegmans stores. It's such a blessing that they're not in our local store. Confident Fit, do you remember the shake weight? Yeah, we were talking about that.
I found another interesting food choice from the 1920s, and it was lard be gone. It actually came with tapeworm eggs. Why not give yourself a tapeworm? That seems like a good forward-thinking thing to do.
So Vivid J said, when you eat 8 to 10 cups of salad like Dr. Berg with all of that fiber, you better believe net carbs should be more in play.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, see, I don't really worry about like eating all the lettuce. Like even when I sat down and talked to Dr. Cywis for a minute, he was like, you can eat all the lettuce you want. You want to eat 20 cups a day? Go ahead.
It's usually
He's like,
not.
that's not what made you fat.
No.
And he's like, and eating 20 cups of lettuce is not going to make you fat. Now that's eating 20 cups of lettuce, but you can't put any salad dressing on it.
Right.
There's a big difference, but
it was the other stuff that I had trouble with.
Like, you know, people talk about like, I need fiber to poop. Like, my dog doesn't get fiber.
Yeah.
And he's pooping or she's pooping just fine.
Just enough.
Shell said Chuck Norris with the Nordic track.
Yes, and didn't he do it with Christy Brinkley too? I think she did it.
Steph said you need to watch A Discovery of Witches. Very good series.
Really?
Never heard of that one.
Is that on Discovery? I'll have to check that out.
They've got so many. I got back to watching Bering Sea Gold. I like that show. I don't know why I like that show. I just like it.
Do you want to make one of the contraptions, like one of the vehicles that they have to discover the gold, right? Like, because they have to make their own.
Yeah, they have to build their own boats and stuff like that.
And it's not easy for them to get parts to it. So it always looks like something out of Waterworld that they've just kind of pieced together.
Yeah, I'm a couple seasons behind.
Devin's here from Chicago. Hello.
Chris said the shaking platform things were back and popular a few years ago. Debbie said, my daughter's boyfriend has lost 100 pounds doing keto, but had never tried Keto Chow. I sent him some, and now he's on board.
That's awesome.
And hey, we love Keto Chow. You don't have to do Keto Chow. It's just a convenient way if you live a busy lifestyle like we do. And we will have weeks where we like have maybe 1 or 2 shakes for 2 or 3 weeks, and then we're gonna have it like every single day. It depends on the busyness of our schedule. Can pretty much guarantee we won't be having any Keto Chow next week.
Probably not. We're gonna switch it up.
We're planning out. We've got some good videos, guys. Make sure, again, if you're new, make sure you subscribe to the channel and you hit that bell button because we've got some exciting videos coming out over the next few weeks. I'm excited to start making them. Yeah. We're also trying to get Anthony to join us on some of our cooking videos. Right. So
he loves to cook.
He's a really good cook. So we've got a lot of good videos coming up. A lot of good videos.
Patty says that those are back in. The shaking supposedly helps the lymph system. That's really interesting.
Okay. Oh, it just jumped. Well, I'm trying to find out, like, we were talking today, so we did that 10 things video. We have another 5 things video coming out. Do you guys like those? Do you like the, like, 5 things that we don't do on keto, or 5, because I'm just curious, because like if nobody wants to watch those, there's no reason to making them, right?
Well,
so
I enjoy
let us
them.
know, like, and give us some other ideas, like 5. Somebody had a good one today of like 5 foods that we never ate, that we resisted eating, that now we like. So like we need ideas for those so we can do them, because we'd like to get more videos up for you guys.
What you think that would help people?
Yeah. Deb said, my mom had a business with those toning tables way back when. One table, you just laid on it, it vibrated. My godmother had the stand-up vibrating bell machine. I loved that thing as a kid.
How fun, right? Like, I wish that, like, we had one of those to play with when I was a kid.
Confident Fit Mom said, my friend bought a weighted hula hoop belt thing.
Oh, how cute. Steph says, I pray anyone who's never smoked never picks a cigarette up. Yes. That is such a hard habit to break. And I actually do know, I can remember my mom was talking to people like that she worked with and was trying to, help them to quit smoking. And they were afraid to quit smoking because they were afraid to gain weight. I distinctly remember them saying, and she was like, I know, but like if you gain weight, but lung cancer is a thing.
Blaine said, I love pooping. I love not pooping as much. I'm saving a fortune on toilet paper. And Chris said, once you get a bidet, you'll never go back. That is absolutely true. Like I'm planning on putting a bidet even in the RV, because like I miss the bidet whenever we go camping.
Wow.
Hey. Sherry said, meat and veggies are the best.
They really are. Renee said, this cracks me up. When I first started losing so much weight, I smoked and drank and ran. I don't recommend that path.
He said, those orange cones they put in the road for you to knock over? I totally just beat my previous high school.
So here's the thing. We were coming back last night driving from Universal. I must have seen 1 billion of those Bob's barricades. We never saw any actual road work being done. 200
miles, right?
Nothing but Bob's barricades. Like, talk about something that we should have invested in is like Bob's barricade stock, because I have never seen so much of those orange things, like barrels.
Clara said today, my endocrinologist said she started keto 2 weeks ago because so many of her patients are doing well with it. That is awesome news.
That is awesome.
Didn't you have a couple more?
Well, there was one that I thought was like the scariest thing I've ever heard.
Shauna said she's trying the Sleeping Beauty diet.
There you go. It was the cotton ball diet, where you were eating cotton balls so you could feel full without losing weight. But like, it was so dangerous. It was killing people because, of course, they were stopping up their entire intestinal tract.
What about the tapeworm diet?
Well, that was that one that lard be gone. Was a tapeworm diet. I mean, people.
Keto.
Yeah, go keto. But I mean, you can sense like all of these things were birthed out of just a desperation of like, can I do something and still feel satisfied?
Right.
So, I mean, there's a part of that I think of like, I'm not alone. This is something that's been going on since food, that people have struggled with it. And I'm just so thankful that we found something that is both healthy and satisfying together.
Bridget said, I'm a nurse and people are still doing tapeworms for weight loss.
Nuh-uh.
Yeah.
That
it's
blows
funny.
my mind. I've heard also leeches.
Yeah. Well, that's for cleaning. Leeches actually does do certain things for like cleaning too much iron.
But I don't want one of those instead of a hamburger.
So yesterday when we did vlog yesterday when we were going to Universal, and we have another video coming out, I think maybe Saturday for that one.
Yeah.
But we had posed a question to everybody on Facebook of what are some excuses that people have given you of either why you need to stop doing keto or like why they can't do keto.
And you guys were so awesome.
But it's like one of the responses, and this is something that, we're told all the time, is like keto's not sustainable. And here's my thing. No diet is sustainable.
Is the cigarette diet?
Keto's not sustainable, right? If you're living it as a diet, it probably isn't sustainable. If you're living it as a lifestyle, it is. But here's the thing. A lot of people say, well, you're going to gain weight as soon as you go off the keto diet. isn't that what happens on every diet, right? No matter what diet you go on, unless you change your eating habits to make it a lifestyle, most people gain weight when they go off of their diet. That's why it's yo-yo dieting, because you have to address what caused us to get fat to begin with. And it's the same thing with keto. If you do keto and get super healthy and lose weight, and then and get rid of all your medical issues, and then go back to eating candy bars and 25 pieces of bread a day, yes, you're going to gain weight. You are. And you have to address what happened before, Well,
and I think it's been important for me, and I hope that everybody's just kind of taking, this beginning of the year to remember why you're doing it. And I think it's been really good for me to think about what are all the reasons besides the delicious food and the weight loss that I'm doing keto.
Right.
And I mean, just
I'm trying to find
seeing how far my mom's come. Today, my reason is my mom. Seeing her completely reverse 20-year plus type 2 diabetes and see her out on a hike yesterday and getting, pictures back from the hike that she's on is just, it's such a blessing to me. It's so exciting to see that she's gonna completely enjoy her retirement, and I don't have to worry about her being alone like I did when she would be like, oh, I'm going out for the day, when she had diabetes. Because she would have spells, we would call them. And I mean, if you've ever dealt with type 2 diabetes, you know what that's like.
Meanwhile, the woman is 71 years old, and if you're in our Facebook family group, you saw she was just out gallivanting all over South Florida yesterday.
Yeah.
She looks like she's 50.
I mean, her color is so much
it's
better.
Just amazing.
Yeah.
So, yeah, somebody actually commented on one of our videos the other day, keto doesn't work.
Yeah.
And I'm like, really? I lost 100 pounds. My wife lost 100 pounds. My mother-in-law, I don't even know how much weight she's lost, but more importantly, reversed her type 2 diabetes. Keto, if keto doesn't work, you're doing something wrong.
Well, I will never forget the moment that she was going to go have stents put in her heart because she had blockages, and she had started keto, but it took a while. She had already scheduled the surgery, and they wheeled her back, and I was waiting, and they wheeled her right back in, and they were like, the blockages are completely gone, and she does not need to have the stents in. And I'm like, keto is great. I mean, I love the food that we get to eat, but if for no other reason, the fact that she's not dealing with that anymore.
Okay, so do you have your phone over there?
Yes.
Can you please text your son?
Yes.
And tell him we are doing a live stream. Number 1, stop yelling, and number 2, stop playing video games.
Right. He's gonna mess up the stream.
Tracker Cat said, here lately I've been having to drink more electrolytes. If I miss more than a day, I get leg cramps and headaches. The mineral drops have become a staple. Yeah, absolutely. And sometimes everything, changes. Sometimes you need a lot of electrolytes. Sometimes you only need a little bit. It just depends on what's going on. Carol said, Joe, are you going to make a new video on the ways you make keto chow? Yes, we are. I know Chris has got them, but in case somebody doesn't find ones from Chris out, that I made fun of him, how to warm up keto chow in a microwave.
How to get the mail?
Oh yeah, well that's not making keto chow, but I have made fun of those videos before. Yeah, we're gonna make a few new videos.
Claire says, I like all your videos.
Sherry said those videos are great, love them because they're true. Nan said, I enjoy the things you like or don't like. Steph said, oh, and a great treat, do Joe's protein custards, 1 ounce of keto brick on top. Heat in the microwave, melt the keto brick. Awesome little treat for dessert.
Nice.
Catherine, loved the video about the things you don't use anymore. Would love to know your must-haves. Okay, write that one down. I really like everything you've come out with. Thank you.
You're such a blessing, guys.
Renee said, my Vietnam vet dad would never let my mom have her watch any Jane Fonda workout videos.
Oh, yeah. I can remember that.
Donna likes the 5-10 new things, bad things, things we don't do anymore, fun.
Who remembers the Thigh Masters? Yes, with Suzanne Summers. Okay, so fun fact, I got one of the Thigh Masters at a yard sale. I did wipe it down with alcohol first, but, because it was used and it weirded me out. But I could not make that thing go. That woman's legs must be a steel trap in there. Kudos.
Deb said, tomorrow's my 1-year anniversary of choosing the keto lifestyle.
Yay.
I've lost 49 pounds. I need to check my measurements. Feel like
Yes.
I have made a lifestyle change rather than a short-term diet.
I'm
Yes.
so proud of you.
Deb said I was actually an episode of one of Thousand. Oh, she was in an episode of Thousand Pound Sisters, the one where they came to the YMCA in Henderson, Kentucky, and participated in our exercise class in a warm pool. Unfortunately, they never came back.
No.
Okay, I don't think we've seen that episode yet.
I saw
now
it.
we have to watch it.
Now I'm gonna
Did
look
I fall
for you.
asleep?
You may have, because I saw it.
Okay, I don't remember that one. Minnie, North Carolina fan said, love the 5 things videos. I would like to see you guys do a 5 favorite lunch or dinners or 5 must-haves for a week.
That's great.
Awesome. This is good stuff, guys.
Yes.
Thank you. Sherry said, a lot of people I work with at the jail have started keto. I wish I could get more on it. They eat terrible at jail.
Oh my goodness, that's good though. Like, you're trying to be a blessing to your realm of influence. And honestly, when people see your success, that's when they want to try it.
Chris said, letter on corpulence addressed to the public book by William
Oh, that's the Banting method. Yeah, from 1863. He actually was basically doing keto. Mm-hmm. It's called Banting.
Yeah. Steph said, I remember back in the 80s, my mom and sister had something put in their ear, and if hungry, they'd push on it and it would hurt. It was supposed to help suppress their appetite.
Oh my goodness.
So here's the thing. I remember, so this is how long I've been heavy. 7th grade.
Okay.
I was heavy. My parents said I needed to lose weight. Mm-hmm. And they came out with something. We'll see how many people remember this. They came out with something. It was like a little chocolate tablet that you would eat, and it would suppress your appetite. And it
like X-Lax?
It was called AIDS. That was the name of the company.
What? Oh, because it was supposed to aid you in not eating that.
It was called AIDS. But this was, I don't know, how old are you in 7th grade?
I don't know, 12?
So 1982. Which is right about when the AIDS epidemic. So of course the company did not last.
They must have had to go out of business.
Yeah, they did not last. But I remember in 7th grade eating those things to try to suppress my appetite.
Okay, so Sylvia.
By the way, I was buying them without my parents knowing I was buying them.
That's really sad.
Because I needed to lose weight because I got made fun of in school all the time and I was desperate to lose weight.
So Sylvia's talking about the cabbage soup diet, and let me tell you, I have eaten pots of that. Pots of the cabbage soup diet.
It works.
I mean, you lose all your friends because you're super like tooty.
Renee said many moons ago in nursing, I had to apply leeches to patients' wounds. There is actually a good medicinal use for them. I know, but yeah,
not losing weight.
Not losing weight.
Don't
but
lose
I do not want to have to pull them off. That's for sure. Becky is looking for chicken skins. Yeah, Chris said many butchers will give her some near a small price. We said that in the video the other day. They will absolutely. I know Becky down here. Go over to Doris's. And just you got to call them ahead of time and say, "Can you save some for me?" And we used to get them from Penn Ducks before they went out of business. But you have to tell them ahead of time you want them. So they throw them out.
When you speak of leeches, I think about. Have you guys watched The African Queen with Katharine Hepburn and Humphrey Bogart? And when they run into that big batch of leeches. Whew,
Right Family said, I like the snake diet. Eat meat only with intermittent fasting. Somebody named it that.
Wow. The cabbage soup is good.
Trucker Cat said, will you follow up on your other RV channel about what RV your mom gets, please?
Yes.
Love all your RV reviews, by the way. Very, very top quality.
Thanks
Thank you very much.
Yep,
we're taking her time. She's not in a rush.
But she is looking for
First, we got to find her a truck.
She's in the market for a truck right now.
Be able to do some other things as well.
Yeah. I mean, but I love the fact that she's got plans for her future, not plans to be like sitting on her couch with her shawl like an old granny. She's like, I'm gonna need my truck because I'm planning on, taking my bicycle to different parks and, using my kayak and all of that kind of stuff. So I'm super excited for her.
Yep. Okay. So it jumped way. Chris said, look, you can't expect to keep weight off returning to eating what made you fat. Absolutely.
Yeah.
Steph said, Jimmy said there was once a potato diet and there was a cabbage soup diet. So, what was her name? Was it Susan Powder? Somebody's going to remember the name.
Stop the Insanity Lady?
Stop the Insanity. I think her name was Susan Powder. And I remember that I did this one too, where she would show you like an entire pile of potatoes. And it's like you can have like 78 potatoes or a slice of pizza. And that was it, like, eat tons of potatoes.
Is it either of that? So you either eat 78 potatoes
Yeah, it was like something ridiculous. Because it was all about, like, calorie and, you know, like, what, because there's no fat in it. Now, you couldn't put the butter and all the good stuff on it.
Just eat
78 potatoes.
Gosh.
I mean, whatever the number was. But it was, I remember that. Yeah, that was the potato diet.
Just nothing but potatoes.
Claire said, the Barry's did a vlog recently said you can sometimes get chicken skins free or super cheap from a local butcher. Yeah, that's what he said.
Yeah, because they have to do like the skinless, boneless chicken breast, and then they just discard it.
Shelly said, we had a friend tell you that, well, keto didn't work because once I started eating standard American diet, I would gain weight. Well, yeah.
Yeah.
Because the standard American diet is garbage.
I don't plan on eating that again.
Sherry said, I would love what you said in one video. You need to set new goals. It's never over, but that is a good thing. It's your perspective.
It is. It's really good. And it's not a bad thing. I think sometimes this is something I'm super guilty of, is as I've lost weight, I have to revisit, you know, some macros. Mm-hmm. And sometimes that can be scary. And it shouldn't be. It should be victorious that I have to change things up. Sometimes, even when I'm looking at what are my exercise goals going to be, and it's like, okay, I can do more now, so I can do more now. Yep. And being like, well, I don't want to do more now. Instead of celebrating, like, I'm so happy that I can.
Right. Right Family said, I hear all the time, fat is unhealthy, keto is dangerous. The same person is going to then go buy miracle weight loss pills or powders. Exactly.
I know, and the thing is like it's
I brought you all water.
Oh, thank you. It's so expensive, and it does nothing because we've tried all of those things, like Ali, the ones that were like, what was it? It was ones that were supposed to make you super up, like, you know, like they would make you nervous. Yeah, but they would sell them, you know, over the counter.
Oh,
but
yeah.
it would be like a caffeine pill. Basically.
Oh, yeah, there were tons of them.
Like, this is the same as having 17 cups of coffee, and that's going to make it so that you don't, you know, want to eat.
Jennifer says, so happy you're still here. Just came on, catching up. My reason is my 7-year-old son who is so active and needs me. I'm a single mom.
Yes.
That is so awesome.
Oh, my goodness. I'm so glad.
Marissa said, I'm never going back. I don't want all the aches and pains and the inflammation.
Amen to that. Like, that's another thing. Okay, so yesterday, we walked a ton.
9 miles. Fasted. We didn't eat until we got home, 9 o'clock at night.
Today I was back up at 5 a.m. to do my morning walk, and I noticed immediately. I came home and told Joe, I didn't have to recover from yesterday. Yep. It used to be like if we had a very busy day and we went to a theme park or something, I was out the next day. There was no walking.
I didn't have to recover.
Yes.
Okay, and the reason mine is a little bit better achievement than Rachel's is I have pins in my ankle. I spent 30 years on arthritis medication and taking Percocets and painkillers to deal with my ankle. I walked 9 miles yesterday, and this is only this year because for the last 2 years we didn't go to theme parks.
Right.
Before that, our entire marriage, she's pushed me around in a wheelchair.
Yeah.
And I walked 9 miles. We did it fast. We came home. We made a Keto Chow custard. We went to bed, and I got up this morning, and no limp or anything. My normal, like, on my ball of my foot, because that's a 30-year habit, but like no pain. And that's amazing, and that's only because of keto.
Yeah, and it's like, so I love the bacon, and I love burgers, and I love Keto Chow, and I love all the things that we get to eat, but I'm telling you what, like, it is the health stuff is the reason why, like, we're not going backward.
Let's get caught up on some of these comments. So Becky said your brother's lost 50 pounds.
Wow. Amazing.
Myra said, people tell me I should stop because of my heart. My heart is doing so well in my keto. My doctor said my valve is functioning normally.
Wow.
I was born with a heart condition, and I've never been normal.
Oh, my goodness. Myra, that is awesome.
Becky said, I'm still working on my macros. I've lost 15 pounds.
That's fantastic.
Awesome. Sherry said, I've been told over and over it's not healthy, but more doctors are recommending it. Yeah.
So Maitreya says that Penn, like from Penn and Teller, actually did the potato diet and wrote about it. Yeah, well, it was horrible.
I think he actually, but now he's lost weight, and he actually does plant-based whole food.
Yeah.
But that goes back to like even something that Thomas DeLauer talks, and I have no problem with plant-based whole food.
No, I just couldn't do it.
It's harder to get some of the vitamins and stuff because plant-based whole food is you're going to eat all plants. Most of it is it's a lot of raw, but no fat. Okay, the only fat is if there's fat in the vegetable, like an avocado, or which is a fruit technically, but they can't cook it in fat. Like they can eat all the vegetables they want. No Brussels sprouts and bacon grease or olive oil or anything. Plant-based whole food, no fat. You cannot add butter. You can't add olive oil. You can't add canola oil. You can't.
So you'll get the same results, but you won't be happy about it.
They get a lot of similar results as you do on keto, but they just go at it in a different way. But again, it's absolutely no fat. So they have higher carb, but it's all like vegetable carbs. It's not like you're not getting crap.
Right, yeah.
You know, and again, you cannot mix fat and carbs. That's the bottom line. Look around the world. Why is America so fat? Everything we eat is mixing fat and carbs.
Yeah.
Hamburger on a bun. Potatoes cooked in oil, topped with ketchup, which is loaded with sugar, right?
It's
everything we eat here is fat and carbs. That's why we're fat.
Yeah.
So Chris said recipes that use beet-based powder. He put up the link up. That's awesome. Sherry, I've been told over and over it's not how I saw that one.
Rachel's here. I love you, Rachel. You are so encouraging. P.S.
Rachel said every flavor of Keto Chow has the best prepared method. Need your wisdom. Butter. I mean, pretty much every one of them tastes good with butter. Every one of them tastes good with butter. You just have to make sure you're using warm water and a blender to mix it.
There's some things like the orange cream that, like, if you mix it with like coconut oil, it makes a nice like tropical.
You still have to use warm water because otherwise the coconut oil will coagulate.
Yeah.
Laylee Bug says, "Who remembers Deal a Meal?" I do. I did it.
Deal a Meal. Yes. Oh my gosh. I was also so. I'm just gonna put this out there. I was looking at videos for Sweatin' to the Oldies this past week for exercise things.
I'm videoing that.
And that reminds me of Deal a Meal.
Yeah. Gail said I probably missed it earlier. I did. I'm sorry, Gail. That's why I said please make sure you message us. Some of us said we should do the Zoom call this weekend. I have no problem. I'm going to do whatever most people want. We can do either one. I have to set up a Zoom account because we don't have one, but I will absolutely do that for you guys. Renee said, I've had a few patients over the years use their TENS unit to get abs. I actually have a TENS unit. I love that thing.
Rachel, Chris is saying that the best way to make all the flavors of Keto Chow is to make the ice cream and then eat it in a warm bath.
Well, I don't know. I don't know if I want to eat beef soup as an ice cream.
But I totally think that Keto Chow, like bathtub Keto Chow, is the best Keto Chow there is.
Mm-hmm. Shell said 5 favorite snacks for on the go. Okay, that's another good one. You have to go back and watch this to remember this.
Steph says that I also wish y'all do a video dedicated to the total versus net carbs and how too much snacking can be bad.
Okay, we definitely have a video on total versus net carbs. I know we do. It's an older video, so maybe we'll remake it because nobody goes back and watches old videos, and we have like 700 of them.
Yeah,
at this point.
but
that's what happens when you do 5 a week.
Sometimes people get very upset about the total versus net carb thing. But like I'm telling you, it works.
And again, we said it in the video that the bottom line, or we said it in a video, net carbs isn't a thing. Okay, it was made up by the food industry to sell Atkins products. That's where it came from. I mean, and net carbs was great in keto prior to everybody and their brother coming out with a keto product. You have to look at certain things like Keto Chow. You have to know your ingredients. That's what you really have to know. By the way, we got a message from about this the other day, and I asked Chris, I'd like Chris to make a blog post about it, but because it's also an issue with Perfect Keto right now. Mm-hmm. I lost my train of thought. Keto Chow uses acacia gum.
Right.
Okay? Acacia gum now, for some reason, all of a sudden, according to the FDA, is not a fiber. So it doesn't show up. So if you look now, your net carbs are going, if you're only subtracting fiber, the net carbs are going to be higher if you look at a new bag of Keto Chow compared to an older bag because there's acacia fiber and the FDA says you can't, it's not a fiber because they want more proof of stuff. So just so you know that it's also the case with the Perfect Keto, the collagen, and I think that I know for a fact the MCT oil because they bind their MCT oil to acacia gum, and you used to be able to deduct that, and now the FDA says, no, we don't deduct that. You can deduct that. But again, you have to know your ingredients.
But again, if you do total carbs,
right,
it's not a thing. Right. It's not a problem.
And you don't even have to keep your total carbs at 20. You can do net carbs at 20 and bring your total carbs up to 30.
Yeah.
Bring them up to 40.
You set the limit.
Put some kind of a limit so you're not freaking out over stuff.
Renee says, my mom and sister had those AIDS. They stopped after the breakout.
Yeah. He said, I remember the AIDS diet.
Yes, I also ate AIDS with a cup of coffee with my mother.
Yep. Alan said, ear points for appetite suppression.
Yeah. Oh my goodness. I think I remember the AIDS product.
Yeah. I think that's how you spelled it too. AIDS. K. Barrow said, taking a break and joining you for a few. Hello, Joe, Rachel, and Chris. Trucker Castle, will you follow? Oh, we did that one already.
Joanna said, 3 years keto here. My brother just started and lost 14 pounds in 2 weeks. I'm so happy for him because I was so scared he was on his way to a heart attack because of his weight. Yeah. That's awesome.
Becky said, you need 5 things for school kids for those parents that are debating bringing their kids to keto.
Yeah. You know what I love about keto,
I can do I can do a one thing. This is going to piss people off, but I don't care. I only need one reason. Why do you tell the kid, when the kids say, why do I have to eat this? Because I said so.
Yeah, we were recently talking to a family that they were saying, really pleading with us, like, what can I do to convince my kids to eat this way? And we were like,
why do they have a choice?
Well, we were like, how old are your kids? And they were like 8 and 5. And we were like, how about if they can't get a job and go buy groceries at the store by themselves, then they're eating what you give them.
I know it sounds mean. I don't know. Maybe I grew up in a different era.
Well, we did.
I did not have a choice.
50.
I did not have a choice. When I was growing up, whatever my mom and dad made for dinner, that's what you were eating or you weren't eating.
And your mom experimented, and it wasn't always great, right?
Oh, yeah. I mean, liver and onions and one of the reasons I don't like certain foods now is because I was forced to eat it, but I still ate it because I wanted to eat. Obviously, I wanted to eat, and I ate because
you made it work.
I was fat.
Yeah.
Right? But I don't know, if you want your kids to live a keto lifestyle, unless they're 19 and 20 years old, they shouldn't have a choice. You just feed them what you think they need to eat. I mean, obviously you can't control what they eat when they go off to school sometimes because they're going to see. But if they're eating 70% good at home,
that would be great.
It kind of will help to negate a little bit when you go to school.
Yeah.
So that's the biggest thing is just feed them what you think they should be eating.
Well, and I understand that you want the kids.
I know it sounds mean.
Well, it does sound mean, but I mean it's kind of true. And I can understand presenting them with a choice and letting them make a choice of between hey guys, would you like to have, you can either have Brussels sprouts or broccoli tonight, or broccoli or green beans, or you're giving them a choice, you're letting them have a choice, but really you're setting some boundaries for what that choice is.
Right.
Hey guys, should we make the keto taco pie or keto lasagna tonight? Which one should we make?
And even with us, I mean, before keto, when our kids were little, everybody had their favorite. Anthony loved yellow squash.
Yes.
Caleb hated it.
Caleb loved Brussels sprouts.
And Anthony hated it. So one night we had yellow squash, and one night we had Brussels sprouts. And on the night that we were having Brussels sprouts, Anthony sat at the dinner table for 3 hours because you were going to finish that.
You're going to finish it.
But he finished it.
Yeah.
And then the other night, Caleb would sit there for 3 hours.
Yeah.
But there was they don't eat it, so, we're not going to make that. This is what we're cooking.
Yeah.
Okay. So let's get caught up because we've been on here for an hour.
Oh, sorry.
An hour and 10 minutes. Chad said, thanks to you both. I made the meat lasagna a few days ago using cold cuts and noodles. It is amazing.
I'm so glad you liked it.
Minnie said, do you remember the grapefruit diet?
Yes. Great. I did the grapefruit diet. I ate a lot of grapefruit. I actually started to get canker sores because of so much of the grapefruit.
Joanette said, anyone remember Herbalife? My mother put me on when I was 13.
Herbalife.
Squally said, everyone asked me how I did it. I explained keto lifestyle, I get crazy looks and I feel like I'm overly preaching.
Oh.
Don't use the word keto. If you don't want to get the look, say I eat the proper human diet. Say, I eat a lot of meat. Or if you do want looks, say I eat like a dozen eggs a day along with a pound of bacon. Then you get looks.
I'm trying to do less sugar. Nobody's going to say like you need more sugar.
Yeah.
Low sugar, saying that less processed foods, more whole foods.
Yep. I shop the outer aisle. Jules said, I saw someone at Costco buying every single item that says keto. I wanted to stop her so badly, but I didn't have the kuna. Yeah, our local Costco, they sold out of a bunch of stuff. Like, they had these great bins, and I went to get them, and they were gone, so they had to fill the aisle. So they literally made a keto aisle in the middle of the store.
That was interesting.
And some of the stuff was really good, like those cauliflower things and some parm crisps. And they had one of the avocado mayos with a $4 off coupon, so I bought like 9 jars because it was cheaper than actually buying avocado oil. But then there was like the keto clusters and all these other things when the second ingredient was sugar, but they have keto on it and everybody's buying it.
Yeah.
So you just have to look at your ingredients. He said, you should know by now that I'm not a fan of camping, but I really dig the Too Crazy Camper channel.
Aww.
Keep up the great work. Thanks, you.
Heath.
Sherry said, I love the camping channel. I'm so buying an RV when we retire next year and traveling the US. I will honestly give full credit to getting that RV to Chris and Miriam. Like, they inspired us to get it. We love camping, but they definitely inspired us. We've just kind of like gone off the deep end with it.
Becky says that got them the first time Metabolife. Gotta love a Fedra.
I remember those. I remember a Fedra, Fin-Fin.
I remember my neighbor was so upset when Fin-Fin, when they took that off the market, because she was you'd have to go to your doctor to get that. But then she was having like heart palpitations.
Yep. Deb said, yes, Susan powder was a lot of grains too. I remember a book with all grains and maybe beans on the front cover.
Yes.
Rhonda said, it kills me when people tell me the keto is limiting. I tell them that their way of eating could be limiting their remaining years. How about that?
Wow.
Again, every diet is limiting. It's just, what is it limiting? So if you go on a lot of diets, if you go on Weight Watchers promotes meat like higher carbs, like 6% carbs. It limits fat. Like, you get punished if you eat fat on Weight Watchers.
Yeah.
Every diet limits something. I don't find keto limiting because I get to eat things that most people can't. I get to eat bacon and butter, which is limited on every other diet. If you really want, you can eat chocolate on keto because there's keto versions. No other diet has a diet version of it, right?
Right.
So I think there's less limitations on keto than any other type of weight loss diet. Let's see. I want to get to the end.
Dr. Orman says you don't crave what you don't eat.
That's right.
Good. Yeah, if you give it enough time, that's the hard part too. A lot of people don't give things enough time.
Chris said he's totally getting you to push him around in a wheelchair the next time they visit, just for fun.
I will say that I worked up some muscles because that, especially when we would go, he would be the kids
uphill.
Oh my gosh, the kids would want to go on like the Tower of Terror. And that ride is all the way uphill. I'd be like, why do we have to ride it again? Because I'd have to push him like up.
I just saw it. Shauna wants to know where are the 50% off bags of Keto Chow. There's a link down below. It says Keto Chow sale. Use that link. It'll take you to, I think it's 30% off of the individual packets, 50% off of savory flavors, and I think it's 20% off of orange cream, and I don't know how much it's off of chocolate mint. I saw the email right before we came on.
Joel says no more diabetes now that I'm 60 pounds
Keto
down.
doesn't work though.
That is so stinking awesome.
Blaine said in early mid-80s there was the Cambridge diet, basically a powder mixed in a blender with ice to make a shake. Those things were awful.
Oh my gosh. And like that is not, I mean, talk about not sustainable, that you're like, that's it. That's all you're gonna eat. How are you gonna do that for the rest of your life?
He said so sad about Penn being such a smart guy and still doesn't eat meat. I used to respect him. Mary Lou said I did the whole plant-based whole food and never lost weight.
I had an English teacher that I absolutely loved, and she was trying to do that, but she kept working in, like she couldn't abandon like the pasta, and she just kept gaining on it. It was just really hard.
Chris said, Amy Berger says you can get genuine results with a diet that's almost zero fat, but you have to do really insanely low fat. It's terrible.
Yeah.
I think Are we
booping?
I don't know.
Hopefully not.
It's not caching there. It just says YouTube is not receiving enough video to maintain stream smoothing, which is kind of weird.
Are we?
But I'm looking up there, and we are working.
Yeah, we look fine.
We're gonna watch it and we're gonna get off in a second. Okay. Let's go down to the bottom. Is anybody saying that?
Marsha, I could never do net carbs. I would overeat. I just know myself. I do total carbs only. I have just found it to be so much easier with math. I mean, you guys see us do like, Keto Crate and the Keto Box opening, and we're trying to give people like the answer of like how many net carbs are in a serving, and it is getting more and more complicated as like things
really
enter
is.
the market, especially now that like allulose
You
is
have
a
allulose,
thing.
which the government says you can't deduct.
Oh my goodness.
So many different things.
So it's like you're all over the ingredients list.
Yeah, and now they're playing with like you can't use acacia fiber or acacia gum.
So just let me go right to total carbs and then get out of there.
Claire said carb number is a limit, not a goal.
Yes, very true.
Jessica said I go back and watch the old ones. I binge watch them, still slowly catching up when I discovered you guys.
Thank you. That 24-hour stream, he says.
Shauna said I'm buffering too, so it looks like it stopped buffering, but we're gonna get off.
It was just one little blip.
We want to do like a long stream, like a 12 to 24-hour stream for charity.
Yeah, we're
trying to come up with a good charity. If anybody has any ideas, you can
we've
like
reached
message
out to
us.
Places.
But I am worried about internet.
Yeah,
I am so worried about.
But
internet.
we have reached out to a few places, like Make-A-Wish.
Yeah. Karen said egg grapefruit diet. I can hardly eat either one today. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, so we're gonna get off. Just a reminder, where's your little mug thing over there? We said it earlier, we're gonna give away the Keto Chow mug box.
You have until Saturday morning
at noon to go onto the comment section, not the chat section of this video. Down in the comments, leave a comment, and we will pick a winner during our during our Keto on the Couch.
When we're taping it.
Yeah, during Keto on the Couch.
And then next week, we will be drawing a winner for the new Chow box.
Yes. And he says, like Dr. B says, net carbs equals reindeer games.
It's so true.
Steph said, I'm going to stop getting Keto Crate and Keto Box and use the money to buy meat. That's a good thing.
That is a great thing.
Anything else? Lisa said, no more diabetes, no more fatty liver since on keto. I don't want it back. It's proper human diet until I'm 6 feet under.
Yeah, I just don't want any of those old problems back. I just don't want them back.
Okay. We're going to get off because they're saying, people are saying it started buffering a little bit. People are saying St. Jude's, thanks for hosting. Do kids for epilepsy since keto helps with it. That is one of the ones we've definitely been thinking about. It's like something for like epilepsy or something like that. Chris said, in 30 minutes, come back, leave a comment on this video. Okay. Thank you, everybody, for joining us. Make sure that you're subscribed to the channel. Hit the little like button. We'll pick that winner, and you'll see the results of the winner on Monday's Keto on the Couch. Have a good night, guys. Bye.